guys, it's your favorite cryptid here. I'm Ivy, and I'm just trying to get back in the swing of things. We switched to a different room, hoping to get a little more creative influence from this room, so bear with me as the background changes and gets a little more fun and things like that. Also, I don't know. This is a game I've never played before. I've just recently got back into playing games on computer, so also, again, bear with me with that as we're learning. So this says, before we continue, even if based on proven medical knowledge from 1918, Vampyr sometimes takes liberties when establishing possible links between scientific theories and supernatural creatures for theoretical purposes. In other words, do not try to cure any disease with any of their recipes shown in this video game. I know rats were home during the making of this game. This game uses autosave system. And take responsibility for your actions. That's honestly good. Ooh, this is a cool starting screen. Also, hang on, I need to take care of something. I didn't realize it was up. I will cut this out, but... Oh, good, you can't see it, so you just heard the beep. So, I'm trying to, real quick, avoid... Okay, we're good. Sorry about the noise. So, again, I've not played this game before. I've seen a few screenshots, nothing much of it. I'm actually very excited to play it as well, so we'll go from there. Okay. Empty slot. Options, double check everything real quick. Language and subtitles, there we go. English, medium, on, okay. I believe we're good to go. I think we're gonna go normal. Normally I'd probably play a story mode, but I want to kind of experience some other things. So we will see how it goes. If it's a little too difficult for me starting out, we might switch. But we're gonna start with this right now.
12 dreams for the Red Queen under crown of stone. 8 voracious beasts born from 8 restless nights. 4 nails piercing the flesh of the sinner. 1 prayer for the summoned, called by this song. 'Tis perhaps the countdown to oblivion for the once proud city of London. 'Tis perchance her inhabitants' last dance alone to face death and pestilence. Confronted by the eerie and unknown, mortals became desperate for answers. A flock's flight makes for an omen, the falling of a star a dire presage. Turning to priests for interpretation when there was no reason to be found. When religion failed, men turned to science. I saw them build such vain cities, crafting machines made for endless war. New questions flourished as old answers withered. What is darkness but lurking sun? What is wall but enslaved stone? What is glass but tortured sand? What is song but a call to arms? What is hate but jilted love? What is life but death pending? Death. Since the apple was plucked from the sacred tree, mortality was believed to be God's punishment. A righteous snare to keep mankind from ascending to the stars. They were all so wrong. Death is not a wicked thing, nor some holy retribution. A true punishment would be to never know its sweet kiss. Awaken from the harshness and be born once more.
Oh, it's muffled and weird. Ooh. Is that ash? Are we burning them in the process? Well, I'm assuming we are, but... Ooh. Ooh. Oh, please stop fumbling. Okay, let's... Oh. Oh, am I supposed to? Oh no.
So thirsty.
Oh, I'm sorry, individual. Please don't. Are we gonna bite her?
My sweet brother. What have you done?
Mary! Oh, no! Mary! Hold on! Please, hold on! Oh, God. Oh, no. Mary. Mary. No. No. This horror. It's a nightmare. No! Please, a moment, let me explain! These patrols are after me. No! No! Don't shoot! This is a nightmare. I need to get out of here.
Ooh. Can I climb up? Climb up. Oh, no, I can't. Ah!
This
It
can't be
makes sense to climb up, but okay.
No! Please, stop!
I mean you no harm.
I mean, in their defense, you
What's
did
going on?
nom on someone.
Oh, Mary. What have I done? What's all this about?
Has it fled?
Oh,
Shit, where'd it go?
Now, I can defend myself.
you could defend yourself with your teeth. I'm not quite sure what.
Who are you? Stay back! Sorry, but you left me no choice.
Can I loot? No, I can't. I just murdered this. Ugh. I feel like something's still not quite set up right when I moved to this room, so things
Who
might
are
be
you?
a little bit wonky.
Stupid beast!
That's what you do with me.
Sorry.
Oh, no. Okay. Well, that's...
It's on to
No,
us!
please, stop!
I forgot how to lock onto an enemy, so we're...
Who are you?
He's dead!
What do you want?
just brute forcing this, I guess.
I mean you no harm. I need help. Die, you fucking leech! Please, listen to me. I can't make any sense of this. Shut up, beast! Who are you? What is this all about? What in God's name? I'll do the rest of the job. Just leave me.
Oh, we're going off old vampiric rules. That's nice.
The sun. It feels like it's burning me to the bone.
Okay, so is there a way I can avoid it or get like extra clothes?
I need to find somewhere to hide. Let me go!
Oh, can I go this way? No, I can't. How do I... Can I not climb? Oh, fuck. Nope, die. Bye-bye.
I need to find shelter.
Yes, let's go to the sign that says keep out. I feel like that's not going to
Is
end well
anybody
for us.
there? What is this place?
They blocked up the windows.
The place seems abandoned. I should be safe enough here.
Is there something on the table? There we go.
Brother. What have you done?
Mary! Mary! Mary, I'm sorry. Whoever did this to us, I will find them.
Ooh, drum. Shilly. Oh. Fire and send a collectible tap. Ooh, okay. I should have looked at the controls before I did this. That's fine. Leeches do not fear the sun or fire, and they do not burst into flames or ashes when they are caught under rays of daylight. But it hurts them good, really good. I personally chained a vampire to a tree. Chained a vampire to a tree to see what would happen when the sun rises. Its skin blackened in a few minutes as if it was burning from the inside. The eyes and flesh melted, and I saw its unholy bones move and squeal as the beast tried to escape all day long. In the end, only a desecrated corpse remained. which started to slowly regenerate when the sun disappeared behind the horizon. I cut its head off to finally destroy it. And when I tried the same test with fire, the bloody leech never came back from the ashes. Fire is our weapon of choice, brothers. To burn the beast is the best way to kill it for good. From Know Your Enemies by Carl Eldritch. Something leader. Inventory. Oh. Up. Request. Hostile. Interesting. Okay. Ooh, sorry guys.
I had better remain here until nightfall.
Okay, so that's not the way to go. You look like one too.
Wait. This one's dressed up fancy. Let's run through his pockets.
Picking the dead's pockets? Are you serious?
I've still a rent to pay. He's got no more responsibilities. What's this? Gold watch.
Beautiful it is. We fence it and share the takings. I suppose we are undertakers. Now, give him an Eve.
That's impossible.
I love hearing that's impossible when it's clearly what's happening. Oh, cool. Bottle of alcohol. Can I make a Molotov? God, these... I might have to break out and... Hang on. Invert it, auto lock, vibration, invert it, mount sensitivity. I might turn it down a little bit. Sorry, guys. There, I think that's a little better. Since I have a bad habit of... Oh, you broke the mirror. 7 years bad luck. Maybe that's why you're all like...
Dreams for the Red Queen that sleeps under crown of stone, that she might linger longer, her eyes as white as wool.
Who goes there?
A prayer for the summoned by warrior song. A child born from darkness must take scent of his path.
Who's there? Are you referring to me? No! No! I still have so much to accomplish. I still have so much left that needs doing.
I don't know how you gleaned that from a reflection you don't really have. But alright. Shiddlings, shiddlings, do. Okay, so did someone murder you or did you kill yourself? You killed yourself. You have an old syringe. But why did you do it is the question. Looks like rigor mortis is set in, but if I remember correctly, rigor mortis like...
Johnny, this one's lost. We need to leave. And now!
No! There's time. I can save him.
That's the enemy coming! The orders are to evacuate the hospital!
Done. He'll live.
And now what?
We fight. Killing is a hell of a lot easier than healing.
Oh, so we worked with him before.
No, it never got easy.
If it gets easy, that's concerning. Oh, is that a no? It is. Maybe that was just a... He got really bad news, like the war was continuing or something. Okay, Bloody Diary? I'm assuming it's covered in blood. 15th of October, bad sleep. Becky coughed all night and the fever made her delirious. I heard a loud noise in the morning. It's a big machine some men have brought by the banks to dig a big hole in the ground. It's some sort of mechanical shovel. Maybe I could go there and ask for some work? Becky needs medicine. 16th of October. I talked to the men with the mechanical shovel. They told me they are digging mass graves all around London. Safety measures apparently. Is there a new epidemic? Is the flu coming back? They had no work for me. Becky slept a little last night. The foundry has been closed, and there are no more jobs nearby. October 19th. I went to London to find some groceries and drugs. No trains. It took me the whole day to cross the Thames and come back. Becky seemed better. I made a soup she ate. I found no drugs, only a few syringes and some sleeping pills on the black market. We have no money left. Maybe I could go to the Pembroke Hospital tomorrow, but it's so far, and I fear leaving my wife for so long. 19th of October. Becky threw up the meal a few hours after she ate. She's so frail now. It makes me cry. She says she hears voices outside at night. She says she wants to eat meat. Where would I find meat? Tomorrow I'll barricade the house to protect us from looters. 21st of October. The men with the mechanical shovel have stopped digging the mass grave. I heard shouts last night, as if they were attacked. Now there are only a few boats throwing bodies day and night into the giant hole. The smell is terrible. We should have left this house a week ago, but Becky, she refuses to leave. She'd rather die, she said with a nasty smile. Why is she torturing me so? 22nd. Becky just attacked me. She jumped on me from the stairs and tried to bite me. I had to smack her, but she smacked me back. I went upstairs and locked myself in the bedroom. Now I can hear her crying and mumbling downstairs. I retrieved the gun I hid in the ceiling since the war to protect the house. Now I'm ready to use it to protect myself from my own wife. 23rd of October. I could not sleep at all. Becky spent the whole night scratching at the door, asking for my help, begging me to let her in, but I was too afraid to open it. I'm just waiting for her to die now. It would not be long. I pray God will end it soon. It will end soon. I can't read. 24th of October. I was so hungry. I tried to go downstairs this morning. Becky was sitting in the armchair by the chimney. She was panting like a dog, looking at me without moving, just following me around the room with her eyes. I pointed the gun at her sore face, but she did not react. I could not pull the trigger. I went back to my room. 25th of October. The house is silent like a tomb. No more noises. Becky's dead now. Forgive me, my love. I was unable to... Excuse-moi. I was unable to save you. I'll be with you soon enough. That was... Am I sleeping? I didn't need to sleep. Okay, but we're sleeping now. Alright then.
This makes no sense. None of it. No sense at all.
Or would I expect it to? I'd be kind of concerned if it did.
It's a nightmare. That's it.
The bed looks extremely uncomfortable, and I also don't know how I'd feel about
So be it.
sleeping in somebody else's sheets. What are you doing? That's not gonna work, Ben.
Rational thinking only.
Oh, do I have to shoot? There's no point in it. This is gonna hurt. god. So much blood. You are covered in so much blood if you could get infections.
This is absolute madness. I've lost touch with the real.
Madness it is, as mad as the moon. Obtains blinding sunlight into a glowing reflection.
Evolution. Hideout beds allow you to evolve and rest. Spend your experience points to level up and improve your vampiric skills. Do I have anything? Oh. Oh, that's weird, and I don't like that. Also, how do you get points? Ooh. Do I have to unlock? Okay, Blood Spirit. That's cool. You throw a spear made of blood, which can pass through enemies in front of you. Shadow Mist. Place a cloud of shadows at the target's feet or yours. The cloud will explode after a short time, causing heavy damage. How much blood do I have? How do I... This sounds kind of cool. So I'm gonna go this route. Okay, so now I don't have enough. Where do I tell? I don't... I'm guessing up there, but it don't make sense. I don't know. Okay, at least I...
Voice in my head. If I'm not mad, then it must belong to the one who made me what I am. I must find him to understand what I have become.
Oh. It, like, leaked off the bed? Gross. He also has a pocket watch and a book. Okay, so...
Where is it? It's closed.
These people want me dead. I need to leave now.
Apparently, the other person is also not dead. Unlike we thought.
Here's the leech. Here!
Oh, I can like...
My head's spinning.
You did just use power. I would not have...
Come out, you coward!
It's locked.
The door... The way is shut. Okay, apparently I'm not supposed to loot right now. It makes me sad. I want to loot. Oh, what is this in your chest? Offhand weapons. Use stake. Oh. Oh. Wait, if I have a key...
I cannot enter.
Okay, can I use the key? Hang on. Key of the Where am I now? Sorry. Sorry guys, I'm bad at this. I feel like it should be here, but okay. I guess not. Or I can't go in that specific door, like it's not for that door. And if if I'm understanding, the
I'm
doors.
still in Southwark. I must reach the West End. Go back home.
Okay. Why am I just running around with my machete out? That seems like a bad idea. Can I... Oh.
Die, vermin!
Well, you're gonna make... I don't remember how to dodge. Press 2?
A strength I never knew I had.
Oh.
Stupid beast!
This shouldn't be possible. Every sinew, every fiber of my being is afire. I feel like a child learning the limits of my body.
I mean, that makes sense. Oh, hello. What the fuck are you? I'm gonna be terrible at all combat. I'm warning now. Ow! What? I don't...
My strength, my reflexes. I'm not human anymore.
I feel like we should have understood that the moment you bit somebody's neck. I feel like that would have been the next guess, but it's like, oh, I bit someone's neck and drank their blood? That's not normal. Oh, you control wonky sometimes, sir. Your king and country need you. Join the British ranks and help the brave lads at the front. So, 1918, this is the end of
My
World
poor
War I?
sister. If only I had controlled my need for blood. Mary, someone will pay for what happened to you. For what happened to us. It's locked, all right.
Ooh, what did I just pass over? Oh!
I have this thirst for blood.
That's new. I just ate a rat. I'm assuming you're locked as well. I'm sorry, rat. I actually feel bad. Like, I genuinely feel kind of bad for that. Ooh.
The dizziness from the jump. I can now control it. I cannot enter.
So you need to be welcomed in. Wonder if that'll come into play at all. Since we are seemingly going with...
I can't believe I'm doing this.
Oh, I can't numb all the rats. It's just one every once in a while. Oh, it is dark. Dark, 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 dark.
What will London have to say to me?
I'm assuming like what everybody else is saying, which is they don't like you. Explore, take all the money. You're locked.
I've so many questions unanswered.
think almost everybody does about vampirism. Limehouse Dock. District status stable.
Another corpse. Have the very streets of London become a mausoleum?
Yes.
The man has been drained of all blood, but I can still smell the scent of it. I follow the scent's trail. Perhaps it will lead me to my assailant. Fresh blood. The smell is so strong.
Ooh, I can just randomly enter houses? Oh, maybe that's where, like, eating people comes into play. Like,
There's no one in sight.
I'm just exploring for a second, and then I'll go back. God, this place is big, though. Like, I know I gotta go back that way. This place is huge. Need to know as well as if you guys are gonna want something like I explore and don't cut much out, or if it's going to be, hey, I've got to grind for a little bit, I'll cut that out and we'll be back to when we get to the main story again. That is entirely up to you guys, though.
Where has everyone gone?
Where have all the good men gone, and where are all the gods? Rat. No.
This is despicable.
No. Aluminum. Why is this open? Hideout. A new hideout available. Interesting. So I can't go into it yet, though, can I? Follow the killer's trail. I want to explore. I might explore some in my downtime too, just as long as I don't.
I should just
At
run as far
last,
away from this place.
a little life.
Ooh,
Welcome, sir, to the Turquoise Turtle.
turquoise turtle.
Hello,
That's actually
sir.
a good name.
Are you all right? Is there any way I can help you?
I don't know. Maybe you could just talk to me.
Maybe you prefer to speak with Tom then. He's more agreeable talking to strangers.
What's going on around here? Where is everyone?
Too many dead, sir. First the epidemic, and now all these terrible murders.
Epidemic? Ask about the murders
The
first.
murders. What can you say about them?
Bodies found in the streets every morning. Drained of blood. It's just horrible. Some say the sewer dog is back.
The sewer dog. What's that?
No one knows. People have always disappeared around these parts. The ancients say it's the sewer dog coming out to feed. But now he's killing in the streets.
What have you heard about the epidemic?
There's a Spanish flu. Yeah. Killed so many last summer. Thought we'd seen the last of it. Dozens dying every week.
Are the authorities doing anything?
Nothing. There are so many quarantine zones in London now. It's gotten really hard to travel across town.
What is this place?
This is Tom's bar, the Turquoise Turtle. I'm the barmaid here, Sabrina, if you want to know.
Are you always open this late at night?
No, it's only since the epidemic started. Tom thought that people may need a safe place to stay.
You don't seem to have much business. Where is everybody?
Well, most people are sleeping right now. And those that are awake tend to avoid going out. What with the murders and all.
I just want to talk. I didn't mean to scare you.
I'm not afraid, sir. It's just I've other customers to take care of.
I only see one customer.
Oh. Well, yeah, of course. I mean, I best check on them.
I'll leave then. Thank you.
There's gotta be something can be done to get out of this bullshit mess.
Good evening, sir. I wondered if I could ask for your help.
Wow, you look like you need a drink.
Yes. I apologize for my outfit. It's been a long night.
Been there, seen that. Don't worry, things can only get worse.
Has anybody entered the bar recently?
Can't say. Sorry. I spent the night making love to that gorgeous bottle, see?
This is important, sir. Are you sure no one has come in here in the last few hours?
I don't know and I don't care. This is a free country. People still have the right to come and go, don't they?
What's going on around here? It's like everybody is hiding.
You must be new here. Have you not heard about the murders? Everybody fears the return of the sewer dog.
Who is this sewer dog?
It's the local bogeyman. Convenient answer for every crime that happened for decades. You murdered someone, blame the sewer dog, eh?
You make it sound like it's a fairy tale.
People will always believe in monsters. It's easier than accepting their own darkness. We can all be monsters.
He's got a point.
I'll leave you to your bottle then.
Like, I mean, I have fun and I fully believe in cryptids and things like that, obviously. Yeah, he does have a point on people more tending to believe it's a mystery than just a human.
My God, sir, you look like Jonah's whale just spat you out of hell. Can I get you a drink?
No, thank you. I'm not thirsty.
Well, grab a chair and get some rest. This is going to be another long night.
Why is it going to be a long night?
You must be new around here. Don't you know about the murders?
About these murders.
Tell me more about these murders.
Every morning for the last few weeks, bodies have been found. And those poor sods didn't die of flu.
So,
Do the police have any leads on a suspect?
Even before the outbreak, coppers never came round here. We're on our own. People die in these parts all the time, and no one cares.
No. Can you care then?
Where am I? Where is this place?
You're at my bar, sir, the Turquoise Turtle. The last ray of light in this dangerous part of town.
Aren't you scared?
Scared of what? All the bad shit happens out on the foggy streets, and I never go outside.
So you're open all night?
Yep. Figured people might need a place to rest in these dark times.
I'm looking for someone who might have passed through here recently. Wondered if you might help.
It's been quiet tonight. The only other person I've seen went straight up to his room. Thought it was kind of rude, actually.
You mean he's still here?
Well, yeah. He paid for the entire week.
How long has he been here?
He rented the room a few days ago and didn't say when he'd leave.
Who is this man? What does he look like?
Well, like a gentleman, I guess. Well-dressed, quite polite. A professor or something fancy like that. Always writing, reading notes.
I need to meet this man. I have questions.
Just climb the stairs and knock on the first door. I heard him open his window, so I guess he's still awake. And,
Yes?
no funny business. You hear me? This is a respectable establishment.
Gotta be something can
Well,
be done
I
to
mean,
get
we're
out of
not
this
gonna.
bullshit mess. No?
Okay, we'll just go up and
I
we'll.
hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
What, boot
This
boys?
is no place for you. Prewen has several patrols roaming the area.
They do not pursue me.
But they're looking for vampires, and they're most efficient.
They'll not relent until the killer has been identified.
I have a common objective, but I require...
I think someone is eavesdropping.
Are you certain? You might as well come in, whoever you are.
Slowly, vampire. Who are you? I mean you no harm, saith the vampire. Present yourself. I need a word. With anyone.
Why are you sitting down?
Well, that's something I can do for you.
Where's the woman?
And who might you be?
Tell me, who are you?
First, tell me what you want. Then I may tell you.
That's none of your concern.
But can
Sir, you have entered my room in the middle of the night, pale as a corpse and shaking like a tree. So please, indulge me.
Someone is molesting people. In fact, killing them. Biting them.
The calling card of a vampire. Like you.
You seem the expert. How would that be?
I have my secrets, as you have yours.
Then if you are not a vampire, who or what are you?
Dr. Edgar Swansea of the Brotherhood of St. Paul. I'm performing an independent investigation here in an attempt to understand precisely what is going on.
what do you know?
What have you uncovered concerning the murders?
It started a few nights ago. Rumors of violent murders. The docs have always been, shall we say, somewhat unsavory. But this is different.
How different?
A vampire is at work here. Famished. Reckless. It must be brought to ground, and quickly.
I heard another voice, that of a woman.
There
Who
we go.
were you talking to?
Ridiculous. I've no idea what you're talking about.
Something tells me not to trust you.
Then the feeling is mutual.
And what exactly is this brotherhood?
Sir, if the name is not familiar to you, then we shall discuss it another time.
Okay, I've got to change how I'm sitting. I apologize.
Then help me find the culprit.
I may. If you'll first tell me why you opened this door.
I followed a trail. The scent of blood from a recent victim. It led me here.
You thought I was your aggressor. That explains a great deal. We're both chasing the same shadow.
Perhaps. This is all new to me. I'm not even certain what I'm looking for.
You should let me handle this affair. You've no idea what you're up against.
No. I will find the monster. He is mine.
Why don't you work together?
How will you do any better than I? But then let me ask you this. What are your intentions if you find the killer?
I will at last have the answers to my questions.
Then I can only wish you good hunting. And pray we shall meet again.
Why don't you help? Also, the woman that has quite conveniently disappeared, even though I'm pretty sure she's also a vampire. Can I talk to you again? It was there for a second.
Please, leave me alone.
Okay, fine. But where's the woman? She was out here. Where did she go?
If Swansea is not my attacker, it means somebody else came here tonight. Someone must know something.
Evening, sir. Can I help you?
I have a few questions for you.
Well, if you must.
Well, this is quite aggressive.
I spoke to Dr. Swansea. He's not the man I'm looking for. Now, I want the truth.
The truth? What do you mean?
I suspect that someone else was here tonight, and I don't think Tom wants to tell me about it.
I'm just the barmaid here, okay? If Tom says you're the only visitor we had, then you're the only visitor we had.
I can feel your fear, madam. Please, tell me what's going on.
It's Will. William Bishop. He came in here earlier tonight and he... Well, I thought he was going to clock someone.
What happened tonight?
He was dead drunk, as usual. But my God, his eyes, his face. He must have caught something awful. He shouted and cried. It was terrible.
Why are you so afraid?
I mean, his skin, his hands. I scrubbed every glass and every chair that he touched. God, I hope it's not contagious.
Tell me about this William Bishop.
Will was a sailor who worked at the cannon factory before he lost that job. A nice bloke, really. He's never been violent. Until tonight.
Why keep it a secret? Why not tell me about it?
Tom's nothing if not loyal. After Will lost his job, he offered him one ear. They used to be good mates. But recently, well... Will started to get very aggressive.
I see. Thank you for your candor. I'll be sure to talk to Tom.
Okay. Citizen details. As a vampire, you need human blood to evolve. The blood quality in the bar indicates the XP you will earn if you feed on the citizen. Tom and Bishop. I don't want to feed on these people. Maybe him, because he's kind of a asshole. But, or seems kind of like an asshole. So it is
Hello,
worth
sir.
going.
May I disturb you again?
And you're still ugly as sin.
Jeez, alright then, fuck off.
I'll leave you to your...
If I were to eat anyone, it would be you just to get you away.
Welcome back. Did you find what you were after?
I can't say I have. Are you sure no one else came into your bar before I arrived?
Hey, I told you, you were the only other stranger I've had.
Ah. Stranger.
Tom, talk to me about the visit from your old friend, William.
Yes, Will came by tonight, but he's not my friend anymore.
Why lie to me if he is not your friend?
I didn't lie. I said you were my only unannounced customer, and that's the truth.
So, yeah, exactly. But that's also...
Who is he?
William. An old sailor who loves his gin too much. He worked for years at the canning factory before it closed.
Is he dangerous?
Is he dangerous?
Yeah. Like many drunks, he's all bark and no bite. He can barely stand up most of the time.
How was he tonight? Was he different?
Sicker than usual, perhaps. He whined and mumbled about how mean people were to him and how he'd like to talk to me outside, and then he left when I refused.
He tried to eat
I
you.
need to find him. It's a matter of urgency. Do you know where he is?
You could try his boat. It's up by the North Pier. He sleeps there when he's too drunk to get home.
Please describe him to me.
What'd you expect? He's a tall, sick bastard with a bad rash and torn old clothes. William used to be strong. Now he's a mess.
Thank you, Tom.
If you see him, tell him I don't want him back here unless he cleans up his act, okay?
So, I wonder if there's any way,
It's a good thing you cannot see me now, Mum.
if there's any way we could, actually heal him rather than kill him. We're going that way.
I hope I live long enough to see them wet boot boys get what's coming to them.
What?
There's gotta be something
Who
can be
or
done
what
to get
are the
out
what?
of this
Boop,
bullshit.
boop, boop, boop. Jeez. Okay, give me a second. You know what? I actually, A, I really like this game so far, and B, we haven't got that far into it. I don't know how much we've actually done, so I might. I've been recording for about an hour, so we'll go about an hour and a half and see where we're sitting. Okay? And then we'll move on from there. That's what I'm thinking about. Seems like a good idea. There we go.
I will get to the bottom of this intrigue. What's been done to me, to this city.
Inspect the boats. So I need to get down there. I think. Hello. You are bloody. Oh hell. So did you
The
die?
body is still warm. This man has just been drained of blood.
There's a note. Can I do all?
This man was armed. He tried to defend himself.
There's a whiskey.
What's this? Some sort of note. This corpse has been dried of its blood, just like the previous victim.
Okay.
Blood and empty gin bottles. This bishop fellow is something of a heavy drinker. There are blood splats on the other side of the canal. I must reach that barge.
Okay, but first, I have a note somewhere. Where's my note? Or, oh, can I not read the note anymore? I kind of need to read it. How would I read the note? Okay.
Over
Yeah,
there!
that did work. I don't know if I'm Okay, so he's high resistance to range and medium resistance to melee. However, Shadow and Blood, he's fine.
Mouth of yours. You ever know McCullum to be wrong about anything? Die, vermin! one of them here!
I'm so bad at combat in this game.
Filthy piece of shit! Christ, he's dead!
Fresh blood. The whole building reeks of it. The scent is so strong it makes me dizzy.
I need a drink. I'm so thirsty, William. As one, we shall overcome this. We've done it before. No. I'll have a drink out.
This place reeks of bloodshed.
Oh dear God, not again. William, please stop. Just a sip, I promise. You are my dearest friend, you're my last...
This creature is bedeviled. I must put it down.
William, please, stop. William was an honorable man. I could have saved him.
Mr. Hampton, are you in there?
I knew him well, another lost soul, a kindred spirit.
Sir, listen to the sound of my voice. I'm a doctor. You're suffering from shock.
I must return to my flock. They'll stray without me.
Remember, certain skulls are every bit as resistant as we are.
Who are you? What do you mean by Skal?
You truly are a newborn. I should have realized.
Wait. You are the woman from the bar. Are you... like me? Can you help me?
I believe, sir, I already have.
By George and the Saints, you've solved the mystery of these terrible murders. Patience, good fellows. I've come to offer help. Just give me a moment to secure my boat. We can leave this awful place.
William was not the evil man they claimed. He was just taken by the thirst. He needed his drink.
This man requires medical attention. You'll see he gets to the nearest hospital.
No, please, I must tend to my fold. My flock needs me.
Yes, go with the good Dr. Swansea. He's resourceful, and I'm sure he'll take good care of you.
You'd best come as well. The sun is soon to rise, and you'll need a place to rest.
I just need a moment. If I can learn something about what has happened to William, I'll be a step closer to understanding what happened to me.
Okay. It's the only thing I can look at. Let's look around everywhere else real quick first. Like that. I want those. Give. There's so many bodies. A ridiculous amount of bodies.
This poor creature can't be my maker. Could it be some...
Oh. Ah, here we are. 30th of October from G. McCullum to Docks Patrols. Object: multiple deaths in the dock region. We believe a nasty leech is involved. Locate the beast, purge it and quickly. Warning: according to recent reports, this vampire is very violent. Approach with extreme caution. I know we lack the men in this part of town, but don't send rookies to investigate the case. If I'm correct, we've got a frenzied one killing each night. As always, search abandoned places first, like old houses, basements, sewers, or warehouses. Destroy the Leech Brothers. What is this? Blood sample.
These men... they're a company of professional vampire hunters.
Yes. Can you not stare into my soul, please? Thank you. I also can't talk to you, which is awkward.
Where are we headed?
We're on our way to the Pembroke Hospital. It's just across the canal. They'll have a bed for poor Mr. Hampton.
William was... what manner of creature was he?
Predator, prey, villain, and victim. Who can say? The important thing is that he's been stopped.
Duly noted. And the woman? What... who is she?
What woman?
Oh, don't play me for a fool. You used me to locate that skull. You must know who she is.
And I thought you a gentleman. You shouldn't talk about a lady behind her back, but I will tell you she values her privacy. Were London as peaceful as she appears from the middle of the canal? If only that were the reality of the situation.
To be honest, I've always tried to avoid this part of town.
Pembroke Hospital is the last bastion between the rest of London and the epidemic. The flu has decimated the East End and the war still rages. Welcome to the front lines of a plague.
This is where you work, Dr. Swansea?
I am the administrator of Pembroke Hospital.
I thought you were here in service of your mysterious order, the Brotherhood of...
Of St. Paul's Stole, yes. But first and foremost, I'm a man of science. A physician, like yourself, Dr. Reed.
How do you know who I am?
No need for modesty. You are Dr. Jonathan Reed, a surgeon of some caliber and renown, if I'm not mistaken.
You are correct, sir.
I knew it! I had my suspicions. But when you took the blood sample from the corpse of poor William, I was certain. Dr. Reed. Marvelous.
Have we met?
I attended 3 of your seminars before the war. I have the utmost admiration for your research. And what a turn of fate. England's most esteemed blood specialist returns to London a vampire.
That word, again, from a so-called man of science.
I understand. Traditionally, the role of science is to refute myth, but when myth walks among us, the Brotherhood of St. Paul has dedicated its purpose to their study. There's so much for you to learn.
Of that, you are right.
So wait, why are we just sitting in the middle of the canal?
Well, then let me be blunt. Join my staff at Pembroke Hospital. As a physician. I suspect you'll not find a better post of employment to contemplate your predicament.
This is sudden. I was returning home to see my sickly mother. But alas, that was before contracting this affliction.
Dr. Reed, take a moment to consider. The post would be for the night shift, providing a good explanation for your absence during daylight hours. You'll be adequately reimbursed and have a place to hide. I even had the forethought to bring some clean clothes. So, what do you say?
It seems I have little choice, but yours is a generous offer, so I thank you.
Brilliant! Oh, Jonathan, this is one for the book, and the beginning of a beautiful friendship.
Dr. Swansea, thank goodness. I was beginning to be concerned.
Worry no more, Nurse Crane, for I bring good news.
Oh, Doctor, what a night. We lost 2 more patients. Nurse Scow said she couldn't take it anymore and resigned.
Yes, well, I'll make a new rota in the morning. In the meantime, find a good bed for Mr. Hampton. Be sure to pay attention to his needs.
Of course, Doctor.
Oh, and Dorothy?
Yes, Doctor?
Dr. Reed here has just returned from the front. He served King and Country and will be joining us here at Pembroke. We're very lucky to have gained a surgeon of his talent, and one so experienced in blood transfusions.
That is good news indeed, Doctor.
Oh, yes. Here at Pembroke, it's not what we have, but what we haven't. It's only thanks to Nurse Crane and the staff that our ship doesn't sink. If you have any questions, just ask her.
Duly noted. Thank you.
Your assistance is required, Dr. Swansea, immediately.
Welcome aboard, Jonathan. We'll catch up after my rounds. Coming, Nurse Crane. I'm coming.
I've accepted the doctor's help. I will work at Pembroke Hospital. I have no choice. The man knows about my condition, about what I've become, a vampire. I can't believe this. I don't know anything about this secluded medical facility. Everybody here will take me for what I am not anymore. Jonathan E. Reed, the famous surgeon. I must lie to them all, to the patients, to the staff. This is my new home, where I will hide from all who are after me, where I will hide from everyone until I get a better understanding of what's going on. Ugh, I need to sit up properly.
I'm sorry, Jonathan. Mr. Hampton needs me right now.
I was going to kind of see if I could...
You bastard! You can do better than that!
I'm sorry? What's going on?
Nah, it's my turn!
Rotten or pristine, each heart contains the seeds of life. Drink at this river, try it all.
Drink at the river?
Bastard, get me a good phone.
come on, you bastard! I won't bite.
Sir, please. You've lost too much blood. Calm yourself.
You think I didn't notice? Stop your staring and get me to an hospital, you arse!
Insulting a good Samaritan. Not exactly the way to get rescued.
All right, sorry. I am in pain here. My guts are spilling out onto the street and you're yabbering on.
Yes. That's a very nasty wound you've got there. Take my word, I am a doctor. Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Name's Clay Cox. I'd appreciate you helping me to a better place, Doc.
Follow me, Mr. Cox. Let me assist you to that better place.
Bring this fading light into the shadows. Dance with him the dance of life and death.
What road?
In the back, you bastard! Didn't have the guts to fart me. Fuck you. I'll kill you. I'll kill you.
I don't know how to
To taste a life, to embrace its most intimate secrets. Such a burden, such a divine sin.
Why do I feel like I did something wrong? I feel like I've done something wrong. I don't know why I feel like I've done something wrong.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I can't think of any better news during these terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before, at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember. I was assisting Professor Carell in his research about coronary bypasses. He had nothing but praise for you.
He was also very confident about your future. And look at you now. Eminent surgeon and blood transfusion specialist.
What is the Pembroke Hospital situation? And please, speak freely.
This hospital is not exactly the best of London. I'm sure you are used to working in a better environment.
It's more than enough. In any case, the personnel of a hospital are much more important to me than the building.
Don't be misled by appearances, Dr. Reed. This hospital does not lack talented people. It just lacks hope.
What can you tell me about the staff in the hospital?
Some are really good, and others are not so good. But during this troubled period, there is no time for slander. I prefer to focus on the positive character traits.
Tell me more about cherished people, then.
Nurse Brannigan is a pearl. She is the most helpful and dedicated nurse I've ever worked with. A clever and cheerful woman.
You really seem to admire her skills.
I'll go even further. If she was a man, she would be a damn fine practitioner.
Any
I
opinion
forgot
about
what
the
era we're
management?
I don't always agree with Dr. Swansea's reserve, but I must admit he does all he can to keep this facility running during this crisis.
Ah, yes, the burden of command. I was fed up with this concept while serving as a medical officer.
Don't get me wrong. Swansea's a good administrator. I just wish he would get out of his office now and again.
Okay, so I don't
Goodbye,
have any
Dr.
more
Tibbets.
hints right now.
To make wait, Doctor. I've patients to attend. Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself. This has been the longest and strangest night of my life.
You delivered poor Mr. Hampton from a terrible fate. The means to that end should be of little concern, Doctor.
Thank you, nurse. What can I do for you?
Dr. Swansea insisted we provide you a quiet office. You'll find it on the second floor with your name on the door.
Thank you. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Yes, Dorothy Crane. Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
I would like to ask a few questions first. And Mr. Hampton, the patient we brought in, how does he fare?
I gave him a sedative to help him sleep. Poor thing was in quite a state of shock.
What kind of man is Dr. Swansea?
Well, you accepted the job from him. I thought you would have known about your employer.
It's right to assume Dr. Swansea knows far more about me than I do about him.
You'll get to know him soon enough, and better than me. The administrator has better things to do than mix with us.
Apologies, I've only just met him the once. This is sudden. I've only just returned to England.
Dr. Swansea is a brilliant surgeon and the most compassionate physician.
If you could point me in the direction of my room again, nurse.
Second floor of the hospital, left after the stairs. It's the last vacant office at the end of the corridor.
Thank you, Nurse Crane.
This is no time for that. It is the last thing our patients need.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed, the new surgeon here at the Pembroke.
Dr. Swansea has already told us about you, sir. I'm Nurse Gwyneth Brannigan. Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Did he really? It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your new blood transfusion technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see. Well, I'm a little surprised, but I suppose I'll just have to deal with this unexpected notoriety.
You must know, blood transfusions are Dr. Swansea's primary subject of research. He is convinced it is the future.
How are things here?
Not good, to say the least. We're struggling against an invisible enemy, more lethal than any bullet from a gun. It's hard, Doctor.
An invisible enemy? Quite a poetic term for a disease, especially from a nurse.
Sorry, Doctor. These last few weeks have been exhausting. We could all do with a good night's sleep.
Do you think this hospital can survive the epidemic?
We are all volunteers here, and we're trying to hold fast, but how do we beat an invisible killer? Some nurses have already resigned.
I'm not familiar with all the staff yet. Perhaps you could help me.
Brilliant professionals, most of them. Dr. Swansea has a gift for recruiting talent.
Most of them. Is there a problem I should know about, nurse?
It would be inappropriate for me to speak ill of a colleague.
Is there anyone that stands out?
Well, I have never met someone as dedicated as Dr. Tippets. He should be a standard for us all here. If only he were younger.
Why should his age be a problem?
I guess it's fair to say he's always pushing himself to the limits. He just doesn't know when to stop and get some rest.
You like him.
Nurse Brannigan, if you do know something, please tell me. Anything you
There's a
say
very
will
weird
be held
chemistry.
in confidence.
No. I may disagree with some conduct, but in the end, everybody is doing their best.
Why does Dr. Tippett's claim you're the main reason he keeps working, despite his fatigue?
If it wasn't for him, I probably would have left the Pembroke years ago.
Dr. Tippett does not think of you as just a nurse anymore, does he?
If you're suggesting he's not taking my gender into consideration when it comes to medical practice and knowledge, I really hope he doesn't.
Do you require medical assistance, nurse?
Thank you for your concern, but I'm fine.
Goodbye, nurse. Call me if you need assistance.
Okay, where's Tippets again? Because now I have to ask Tippets about. Well, this is... Oh, he's not. Nope, that's in the actual facility.
Good evening, nurse.
Good evening, Doctor. I don't think we've been introduced yet. My name is Pippa Hawkins.
And I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. Dr. Swansea has recently offered me a position in this hospital.
Well, it's a euphemism that your help will be appreciated, Doctor.
How would you describe the situation at the Pembroke Hospital?
It's serious. The flu is wreaking havoc amongst the staff and patients. We are running out of everything.
None of these I okay.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
You must get a hold of yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted. No one has any idea when this epidemic will be over.
I don't think people ever...
How long have you been a nurse?
Well, long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how qualified you are, don't tell me you'll change that.
I don't like your attitude, Nurse Hawkins. Pessimism can be as lethal as the epidemic in times like these.
Sorry, Doctor. I don't want to sound bitter, but I'm just too tired to give a pep talk like Nurse Brannigan.
How is the Pembroke staff coping with the epidemic?
Well, not well. Milton, the ambulance driver, is even more grumpy than usual, especially concerning doctors.
Why is Milton grumpy on a daily basis? Is it just an act?
Milton's not the kind of man who's bothered about a bad reputation, whether he deserved it or not.
Bad reputation?
Why does Milton dislike doctors?
I don't know. Just ask him. But be warned, Milton is not the chatty type.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
I didn't finish some things. Actually, I need to
Good
talk to
evening,
you.
Nurse Hawkins.
Good evening, Doc.
Oh, yeah, but he didn't. Okay.
Goodbye, Nurse Hawkins.
Now to find... Holy Lord. And the other gentleman, I just... Should I just stay inside? Is like everybody going inside? Is that what I'm kind of understanding? Ah, here you are.
Good evening, sir. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
You can call me Milton. I like to speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war, and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
Interesting.
How is the situation around here?
You want to hear the situation is all right? It's fucking awful. We lack everything, and it's getting worse every day.
So what do you do exactly in this hospital? Apart from smuggling guns, I mean.
I've been an ambulance driver since... too long, I guess. I bring sick people here night and day. It's a dirty job, but I get it done. Most of the time.
Since you're on the front line, how is the sanitary situation in this vicinity?
It's a complete disaster. It's even getting dangerous to enter some streets or buildings. Even the locals attack you.
It sounds like things have been a bit rough recently. What's happened?
Yesterday I got attacked by the patient I was bringing here. I escaped through the hospital's garden, but I lost my wallet when I was running.
You left an infected patient outside the hospital? That's incredibly dangerous.
Go there yourself if you want, but be careful, Doctor. I'd rather not bring your dead body back.
Are you really smuggling weapons through the hospital?
And why not? I've already been attacked by patients, you know. And by gang members willing to steal my money.
But you're not defending yourself. You're selling guns to civilians.
You keep people alive your own way, Doctor. I offer them another way to protect their health.
Got a point.
Why do you have such a mediocre reputation among your colleagues, Milton?
Fuck them. Nobody knows the horrors I've seen since working here. This city was sick long before the epidemic, Dr. Reed.
I know it's a difficult task, but correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not the job you are paid to do?
I've seen babies left to die while their brothers were properly fed. Underage girls and boys sold to all manner of perverts.
I'm sorry, I don't know what to say.
Yeah, exactly. We lack words. So excuse me if I don't look on the bright side of life.
I'm going to worry
Goodbye,
about
Milton.
the trade right now. Ooh, what's this? Thanks, City U. Your City U needs you, I'm assuming. Lives saved by efficient medical aid is blow struck at the heart of the flu epidemic. Volunteers make a difference.
Dr. Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good evening, miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm inclined to mercy. You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
And why do you believe you're a vampire?
I don't need to believe anything. It is what I am. It is what I feel within this hollow shell of flesh.
Please, describe to me how you feel. What is it like to be a vampire?
I can hear my body crumble from the inside as my flesh cracks and fades. I sense the last pulse of postulant blood within my drying veins. I need new blood.
I see. Have you ever heard of Cotard's syndrome, Miss Howcroft?
Never.
It's a mental illness discovered by a French neurologist named Jules Cotard. The affected patients are delusional. They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead, a ghost or a ghoul, or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
I'm assuming you must be a patient here. Am I right, Miss Howcroft?
It's only a cover. To hide from my enemies. I can leave whenever I want. As a woman, a spirit, fog, or bat.
Who are these enemies you mentioned? Can you describe them?
I cannot say for sure. But I sense their eyes on me from nearby. I feel them watching me every time I visit the garden near the morgue.
I would honestly laugh if she's actually a,
The staff here are not your enemy. They're here to help you, to care for you.
I'm not speaking of the doctors in white. I'm speaking of the men and women who hunt me. For I am a vampire.
I see. Don't worry. These people will not find you here. I'll personally make sure they leave you alone.
Thank you, mortal. But do not interfere with them, for you are no match for those that hunt me.
Who are you really, Miss Howcroft? I mean, apart from being a vampire.
Is that not enough for you, puny mortal? What do you require? Proof of my powers?
I'm curious to know who you were before becoming a vampire.
No, such a long time ago, I don't remember. Centuries of unholy life can have strange effects on one's minds, you see?
Do you require my services, Miss Howcroft?
I have no need for your medicine, Dr. Reed. Blood is the only drug I need.
I can't hear Dr. Reed.
I'll leave you, Mistress of the Dark, to your nocturnal activities.
I wonder what your last thoughts would be, sir.
So many deaths. And what of my own?
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face. No. I don't think you can help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little mug right off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How is your stay with us, Mr. Elwood?
Oh, it's bliss. I just escaped death in the trenches to be surrounded again by the moans of the dying.
Can I ask you precisely why you're a patient here?
It's the pain, sir. The drugs don't work. It just hurts under the scars, if you get my drift.
Can I do anything for your pain?
Nurses gave me a bunch of pills. No effect. Told you. It's like the flames are under my skin, burning away.
Who is treating you? Is someone in particular looking after your case?
Nobody since the old and tired doctor spoke to me. Started to think I was forgotten about. Wouldn't blame you.
You don't seem worried by that.
My face hurts so much more when I smile or cry. I've learned it's easier not to speak. But be assured I'm smiling inside.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my bed, she treats me like something tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
So do you let her bite you? You know that's not sanitary.
And why not? She's only supping a few drops of my blood. And the pain, it's real for once.
She could decide to bite less willing patients.
Then it's another good reason for me to stay here, Doctor.
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
That's interesting.
How close?
Wait,
aren't you
She's quiet.
Where were you stationed, sir? Did you serve for long?
I really don't want to talk about all this shit.
No offense. I was pushing too much. I served in France myself. I just wanted to know what happened to you.
You were an officer, weren't you? Then I doubt we fought the same war, sir. No offense.
Okay, where did the hint,
Soldier, do you need assistance?
I'm fine. Just do something for this pain, will you? That's all I'm asking.
Okay, Thomas, as I don't prove there's hope for him. Ooh. Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
Goodbye for now, Mr. Elwood.
But the suffering continues.
No, that's people I've already talked. Ooh, can I talk to you now?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton. How do you feel?
Dr. Reed, is it? Oh, sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
What do you mean?
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief. Now all I need to do is rest and return to my flock.
How did you end up in William Bishop's den?
I had received alarming news about his recent behavior.
I messed it up. Oh, okay, we'll finish talking to him and we'll cut it off there.
Went to his place and he refused to let me go.
Why did he abduct you?
William was an alcoholic. His addiction suddenly changed to blood. I don't know why. Just like a patient I met here. This Miss Hawcroft.
You dared to enter this awful place alone. You're a hero, Mr. Hampton. Or a fool.
I'm just a man trying to help his friends, Dr. Reed. William Bishop was a conflicted soul, searching for light.
Do you know Tom Watts, the bartender from the Turtle? I met him before I found you in the canning factory.
Tom? Yes, of course. Always the helping hand, good old Tom. Without men like him, corruption and despair would have wiped out the East End long ago.
People are still in despair.
How could it be otherwise? The authorities have left us all to rot in this contagious nightmare. No drugs, no advice, nothing. It's a damn shame.
Who should I avoid in this part of town, then? Any particularly evil figures?
Not really. Most men and women are just doing their best. And it's not my habit to speak ill of people I know, Doctor.
What is the general situation in the East End docks?
The situation has always been tough, with a lot of tensions between the gangs and the Dockers' trade union. The Wet Boot Boys are very nervous since they lost their leader.
Who leads the gang now?
Since Clay Cox went missing, it's his wife Edwina who runs the show.
Oh.
With the assistance of her minion, Booth Digby.
Well, I killed him.
Has the gang been threatening you?
Ah, no. I've had this nickname for so long, you know, the sad saint of the East End. No one dares to bug a saint, not even criminals.
Interesting.
What do you do for a living, Mr. Hampton? I can't help but notice the cross around your neck.
I manage a night asylum for the poor and homeless of the docks, and I try to guide the lost and hesitant on the right path to our Lord.
Are you a priest, Mr. Hampton? A deacon, maybe?
Not at all, Doctor. I'm just a man of faith willing to preach the good word.
Why didn't you use your cross against William Bishop? To repel him somehow?
That's a very strange question, Doctor. A cross is no magical token, if that's what you were trying to say. Not mine, anyway.
How do you feel, Mr. Hampton? Medically speaking, I mean.
I feel exhausted. Beyond exhaustion, actually. William drank so much of my blood in his madness. I feel empty.
Are you going
You're in
to
good
try?
hands here. Dr. Swansea is well versed in blood transfusion, and I'm sure he'll take the best care of you.
Thank you, sir. I believe all I need is rest. And then I can go back to the people who need me.
Are you going to... how does turning work
Have
in
you
this
made
situation?
friends since you arrived?
Not really. But I recognize Miss Harriet Jones. I knew her when she lived by the docks. That poor woman had such a miserable life.
You never came to see her here at Pembroke? Receiving visits when sick can be an important part of the healing process, you know. We're not just bodies.
You're preaching to the converted now, Doctor. To be truly honest, I thought she was dead. She left the docks many months ago.
Goodbye, Mr. Hampton. We'll talk again later.
Okay, and that's where we're gonna leave this one for right now. I'm definitely going to come back to this game. I enjoy it a lot. And we might have to go 2+ hour episodes on this. I know it can be not the greatest. Not everybody likes to watch those, and I understand that. So we'll see how it goes. But there is a lot to get through this game, and I do like to know as much as I can. So unfortunately, it might be a little bit more than what anybody's expecting. So I thank you again for joining me, and I'll see you in the next one.